Hello everybody, well welcome into the kitchen for our craft. What a lovely story that was. I love that story about the Good Samaritan and how kind and generous and wonderful he was and how he helped out the man who had been bruised and battered and beaten, and he took care of him. And I was thinking, what could we make for our craft activity this week that reminded us of that story? And I was thinking about, I wonder how many of you have a first aid kit in your house. It's quite often like a little green box and it has a white cross on it, and inside you might find little scissors and bandages and plasters and sticky tape and things that you can use if you maybe fall over in the garden and scrape your knee, or if you bang your head, and your mum will use the things that are in there to help make you better, to clean you up, to fix you up, and so you can go off and play again. Well, I thought we could make our own special little kind of first aid box. So, to make your first aid box, you're going to need one of these. These are little tiny packets of cereals you can get in the supermarkets. They come in packs of 8, and we're going to use one of these today to make our first aid box. You're also going to need some green paint and a paintbrush and some sticky glue and some scissors and some sellotape. And you're going to need some paper as well, some white paper, some coloured paper, maybe a pen. And we're going to see how to make our box. So first of all, now this is the fun part. We've got to open this very carefully, all right? Because there is a little thing that you can press in and just pull it open, but we're not going to use that. We're going to open it very carefully so we don't break the box, right? Open the bottom like that. And this is the one we've got to be careful not to rip along the lines, but to open it up carefully like that so it opens up, and then we can take the cereals out and you can eat that for your breakfast. That's the fun bit. That's the really fun bit. We can have the cereals for our breakfast tomorrow. Now there's one last bit of this box to undo, and that's on the long side. So you find where the join is, and very carefully, and you might need your mum and dad's help with this, very carefully peel it open, right, like so, and you're left with your box. And what you're going to do is that side, not the coloured side, but that flat side, you're going to paint it with your green paint until it is green. And so you're going to need to do that and then leave it to dry before you can do this next bit, all right? So now we're going to fold it back together, but the opposite way round, so that the green is on the outside, because we want it to look like this. This is going to be our finished product, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our sticky tape and we're going to fold our box back together. So we're going to start by folding in these bits here, okay? And I'm just going to try and hold it so you can see what I'm doing. And tape it along the bottom there. We've got to make the box strong again, haven't we? And then tape it along this bottom one here. There we go. So that side is back together. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. Down here. I'm going to tape it. Tape it in there. You see what I'm doing? Getting sticky tape everywhere. And stick the other side. It's not so easy on this side. Oh, there we go. Stick that one. Try and make it as square as possible. Just going to move this one a bit because I've not done it very well. Let's move that one there. And then this one here. And needs to be, let's do it on its side. It's the easiest way. There we go, that's better. Now, we've got some important bits to do because we've got to do these bits right. We're going to very carefully, let's fold these bits first actually so they know where they're going. We're going to cut this bit here off, but we've got to keep it, all right? Mustn't throw it away, we're going to keep it. And the same with this bit on this side, this flap here, because we need to put these back on the side of the box so it helps make it nice and strong. Okay, and then this part here is going to be our lid. So we're just going to tape these bits inside with some sticky tape. And that makes the box nice and strong and solid. And put a bit over the top there to hold it. And then the same, this bit is going there. And we're going to take that bit back on the inside. And there. And then we're just going to put a bit going from the top there over and into the box to hold it on nice and securely for you. Okay, and now your box looks a bit more like a first aid box, but it's missing something, isn't it? What's this one got? This one's got a white cross. So out of some white paper, I have cut a white cross, and we're just going to stick that on the top. So we're going to use our glue now. And we're going to stick our cross full of glue and stick it in the centre of the lid of our box. There we go. Nicely done. Now, that looks pretty good, right? This is the one I've just made. Now this one, let me show you what I've got inside. Because I was thinking, right, okay, it's a first aid box, but it's got to have something in it, right? For people, helping people out or being kind, because that's what we're talking about today. So what kind of things might you have in a first aid box if it's to do with kindness? Well, the first thing I thought was, because it's a story about the Good Samaritan, we've got to have some plasters. So I've got some Hello Kitty plasters that I'm going to put in my first aid box, right? In my Be Kind box. And then I thought, what else might we have? So I came up with a brilliant idea. I'm going to put some sweeties in, because sometimes when we're kind, we can give people stuff. We're generous. So I like sharing my sweeties with people. I think it's a nice way to be kind. So I'm putting my sweeties in now. They have to be ones that are wrapped up in paper though. All right, to go in a box, they have to be wrapped up in paper. So I'm going to put some sweeties in there. And then I thought, what's another way to be kind when people are sad, maybe? One thing you can do is you can give them a hug or hold their hand to make them feel better. So I couldn't really put a hug in a box. So instead, I've made a free hug token. So I'm going to make a free hug token to go in my other box. So all you need to do is cut a square of paper out like that. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to cut half a heart shape out of it. So like this, and down to the bottom. There we go. And there's our heart. And then we can take our pen and we can write on our heart, free hug. And if somebody looks sad, you can give them your free hug token and offer to give them a free hug to make them feel better again, because that's a lovely, kind thing to do. So there we go, we can put that in there. Okay, and so that is it. That is our first aid box for being kind. You could put whatever you like in your first aid box. I bet you could come up with loads more ideas than I can come up with. But there it is, our little kindness first aid box. And that's our craft activity for today. So I hope you enjoy making one of those. I've enjoyed coming up with that idea. I think it's lots of fun, and you can decorate it however you like. If you don't like green, you can make it pink or blue or purple or put stickers on it. It's up to you. But right now, we've done our story, we've done our craft activity. So what comes up next? Our song. Let's go into the living room for our song.